Oh, hello folks, I didn't know you were there. Welcome back. I'm just about to fill the kettle because that's the first thing you should do. I'm going to do some jobs today. In fact, I'm going to fill the kettle. I'm going to sow some seeds. I'm going to dig the garden and get rid of all the weeds. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, just while we cut our cools down there, I'll tell you what's been happening. I was here on Bank Holiday Monday. I spent a couple hours digging. You'll be amazed, if you haven't already seen, you'll be amazed at what I've achieved. If you put your mind to something, folks, you can achieve it. I'm the proof. Anyway, before I spin you around, I'd just like to mention this. 50% of the people who are watching this video aren't subscribed. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed already and you like me content, please consider subscribing. I'd really like to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be amazing. But anyway, I'll show you what I've been doing. I'll spin you around. Yeah, like I say, I was here on Bank Holiday Monday and I was busy. No filming, just cracking on, digging. And if you can see there, if you haven't already seen, this bit is now all dug over. I've got rid of all of the roots. There's a pile of them over there which needs to go into the fire pile. But this is another pile of roots. They're all out and they're ready to go. And as you can see there, the artichoke is still there. I'm keeping it there. I've put a circle of bricks round just to make it look tidy, I suppose. I did try and lift it, but the root ball is absolutely massive and I didn't want to disturb it too much. I mean, the actual root ball is the size of that circle there. So the artichoke is staying there, which means I've got plenty of space to grow around it. So it's looking much better there, folks. Even if I do say so myself. I can't believe it. Like I said earlier, if you put your mind to something, you can achieve it. Don't let anything stop you. So today I'm going to do something which I never usually do, but I'm going to do it today because I've got some land and I'm going to plant some Christmas potatoes because I've got some spare in the greenhouse. So I might as well just put a row down there. Let's see how they go. I've got nothing to lose, so I'm going to crack on. Got to finish my cuppa first though, so I'll see you in a bit. As you can see there, I've got some seed potatoes left and then chitting there still nicely. Look at the chits on that. These are the Pentland Javelin, I think, or Pentland Dell, one of the two, but it's first earlies, and if you don't already know this, first earlies need about 16 weeks to grow, and Christmas is around about 16 weeks away, folks. Can you believe it? It's nearly Christmas already. So it's a perfect time to put the Christmas potatoes in. So I'll crack on with that. I'll get a trench dug and we'll see how we'll go from there. Spot on. Right, I've just been forking lightly over the ground there, making sure I hadn't left any roots in the ground, and we'll look okay there, spot on. So I'm going to do some trenching now, the traditional way of planting potatoes. So I'll get on with that. Right, so like I say, I'm going to dig a trench here. the traditional way of planting potatoes. Looks like it's going to rain soon, so I better crack on. I've noticed the robin's been kicking around as well, so I might get a few glimpses of him while he's looking for some worms and all that kind of thing. So I'll crack on with this anyway.
I'm gonna fill the kettle, I'm gonna sow some seeds, I'm gonna dig the garden, get rid of all the weeds, I'm gonna plant some flowers, I'm gonna plant some veg, I'm gonna pick some blackberries when they grow on my hedge. But first I'm gonna put the kettle on, gonna have a brew, 'cause that's the first thing you should do. Too right it is. I'm gonna prune some roses, I'm gonna prune some trees, make sure there's plenty pollen, I wanna save the bees. I'm gonna wait for sunshine, I'm gonna wait for rain, I'm gonna wait for springtime, then it starts all over again. But first I'm gonna put the kettle on, gonna have a brew, 'cause that's the first thing you should do. I'm gonna wait for summer, I'm gonna pick some crops, plenty of them, 'cause they taste much better than the crops bought from the shops. I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna fool around all the time. Allotment life's much better, 'cause I just think it's sound. But first I'm gonna put the kettle on, gonna have a brew, 'cause that's the first thing you should do.
Right, that's the trench dug. If you don't know, it's 18 inches apart. Wait there, I can't think straight. I'm sweating here. The trench has got to be a spade's depth to start with, and then you plant your potatoes 18 inches apart, depending on the variety. But I'll get onto that in a minute. See you in a bit. Right, so like I say, seed potatoes. Here's one here. Now there's a few things you should know about these before you just chuck them in the ground. There's a top and a bottom to a seed potato. See how all of the chits are coming from the top there? That's called the rows, and that's the bottom. And it depends on how many potatoes you actually want, on how many chits you keep on the thing. If you want massive show-sized potatoes, you have to use main crop first of all, but just only have one chit on the seed potato, and that's going to give you a better chance of having a massive potato. But for this, I'll just have two on, so you just pull out the ones that you don't want off. I'll have two. That's a good chit, but I'll take it off because I just want to concentrate on these two here. So when you're planting them, you don't just chuck them in any old how. If you lay them like that, they'll not grow. If you put them like that, they'll not grow. They need to be facing up, so the chits are facing up basically. So I'll get on and I'll put these in. See you in a bit. Well, it hasn't rained yet, which I'm glad. I'm cracking on here. The potatoes are in now. Got a row of 10. Now these are first earlies, so you don't have to be too particular. They don't need to be 18 inches apart. It's only the main crop potatoes need to be 18 inches apart because they need space to grow. Everything needs space to grow. But now, if you've got any fish blood and bone and stuff like that, Just give it a little sprinkle on the soil that you're going to put back into it. I haven't got any fish blood and bone, but you can also use comfrey leaves or cow manure, well rotted cow manure. So I might stick a few comfrey leaves in there because there's a few grown back. I'll get some of the leaves and just put them in the bottom. Put them in the bottom of the trench, and they should feed the potatoes when they're rotted off. So I'll crack on with that. Right, so as you can see there, I've put a few of the comfrey leaves on the bottom of the trench. Now they'll compost down when the soil's on top, and they should rot down, give a nice little feed. Comfrey is the best potato fertiliser you can get. So for an extra little bonus, what I'll do is I'll half fill the trench, and then I'll put some more in. I might even put some cow manure down. Give them the best start in life that you can. And there's another thing, another little tip here, folks. If you don't know this, it feels like I'm teaching me granny to suck eggs. You see how the potato there is facing up? Where is it? There. The chits are facing upwards. Now it's no good just plonking the soil back on top of there, especially if there's loads of big stones and stuff in, because that'll just end up like there. Perfect example. If I just drop that on there like that, 9 times out of 10 it would snap the chits off, and then you'd be knackered. So you're best off just gently covering the potato, and then once it's covered, you can then start filling back in. It's turned into lovely soil, this, folks. Lovely soil. So that was just the first one for demonstrational purposes. I'll get on with the rest. See you in a bit. Right, so as you can see there, I've half filled the trench, gently covering the potatoes, and I've just got a load of comfrey leaves and crushed them up, put them along the trench. Now I'll fill. Whoa, bees just nearly landed on my head. Whoa. What was I saying? Now I can just get the spade and fill the trench back up, no problem. So I'll crack on with that. So that's that done. Christmas potatoes in. Whew, I'm going to have a cuppa now because I'm choking. See you in a bit. Nice sit down. Nice relaxing sit down in a cuppa after planting some Christmas potatoes. bit hot like. Aye, it's been nice actually doing a little bit of gardening for a change, getting some things in the ground. So it's inspired us. I might even today try putting some French dwarf beans in again, because the first lot didn't really come to much. And I know it says on the packets so end of July. Well, it's nearly the end of August now, but the weather's been that bad. I think we'll get a good little Indian summer, as they call it. So I've got some beans here. I forgot I had these, actually. They were in my seed box. These are called Hilton. That's them there. Give them a try. I've got some Ferrari ones and some ones called Purple TP. Purple TP. So I'm going to try them as well. See what happens. It's nothing lost. If nothing grows, there's nothing lost. It's just a little bit of an experiment, really. But like I say, I've been enjoying doing some gardening for a change, instead of digging and weeding and getting rid of all of the junk. So after me cuppa, let's go and put some what they're called? Let's go and put some French dwarf beans in. Get in. Season a bit. Well, the sun's actually trying to get out there now, which is nice. Perfect time to put some more French beans in. As you can see, these ones here, they're all grown just very late, and the growth on these Blue Lake climbing beans has just started in the past couple of weeks. They've just shot right up. So what I'm going to do, I've just prepared this bit of land here next to the leeks, which are doing fine. Doing good then. I have prepared a bit of land here just along the other side of the chain fence, whatever. So I'm going to put a row of the beans down here and see what happens. Like I say, if nothing happens, I haven't lost anything. It's just a little bit of an experiment, just to see if things will grow later on. We'll find out. Stay tuned and keep subscribing and all that if you want to see me progress. I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit. Well, it's turning into a lovely evening, folks. I've had enough for the day though, so I'll just quickly show you around what's been happening. I'll spin you around. The hebe's starting to produce some nice flowers again in the flare of the sun. So everything's late this year. I mean, not these. Blackberries used to be October fruit, but not now. Still plenty of these to pick. Blackberry pie, anybody? Right, I'll spin you around. Look, can you see a difference? What's missing? That's right, folks, I've chopped down that rogue apple tree. It was just no good. It was, I don't know what it was. It was a mess, so that's gone. Right to the stump. So that will hopefully let this peace rose grow. I keep forgetting to snip that top off. No big deal. But I have noticed as well today while I was here, the rhubarb is starting to grow back, which is good. No sign of that one over there, but I didn't think there would be. I think it's a bit old. But anyway, let's crack on. The clematis is now all flowered. It's finished. So that's it for this year for them, folks. This purple rose coming on as well, very nice. Right, I've just been watering. I've watered everything. And this side of the garden, folks, I know it looks a right mess, but honestly, this won't take long to tidy up. That'll be a job for the autumn when everything's died off a bit, and I'll be able to see what's what. So stay tuned for that, folks. The big tidy up of the garden, part 2, is going to be on this side and coming in the autumn. Anyway, I just watered the crops that are in. These potatoes don't seem to be doing too badly actually. So we'll see what we get from them. These ones here, as you can see, are starting to die off. These ones. So I might dig them out next time I'm here. I started clearing this bit, as you can see there. It'll not take long. The hard part is done now. The leeks, I showed you them before. Good watering. And I've put a row of the Hilton and the purple TP beans down there. See what happens. If anything, who knows? Let's find out together. I've put some of the Ferrari French beans in here because they're a bush variety, so do not need anything to climb up, obviously. So let's see what happens there. See what's happening in the turnip bed here. The turnip bed. Oh, you can't see because of the weeds. I mean, let's have a look in the brassica cage. Yeah, there's still a couple of weeks on them left to hearten up properly. That kale is coming on very nice. Very nice. Coming to the end of the season now, folks, but this, the cabbage is not a winter veg really, so they'll be alright. These Swedish turnips, I don't know if there'll be any more. We'll find out, because they're dying off now. They'll have to be picked before they start going woody. And there's the clear bed. Doesn't it look good, folks? Even if I do say so myself. That little brick thing. These bricks are from here. They're from the Preston colliery, which was a coal colliery that was just over there. I'll show you these apples while I'm here. I've just reminded myself there by looking where the coal mine used to be. These there's that apple tree. Just left it there for now. I'll burn it next time I have a fire. Ergamont russet apples, if I can get into them. Coming on. There they are. And there's loads of Claygate pomaine on this here as well. But you can't see, oh, you can see a few at the top there. Where? There. A few over here as well. It's an old variety of apple. Claygate pomaine. And like I keep saying, it's an old tree, this. Over 100 years old and all that. And it's surprising that I haven't seen any squirrels yet, folks. I think the council may have culled all of the squirrels because there was far too many in that cemetery. And then they've obviously found out there's fruit and veg here to eat. This apple tree, these apples have just totally rotted off. I don't know, someone said apple scab. I don't know, I'm not an apple expert. But these ones seem to be alright. Braeburn, oh look at that spider. Sorry mate, have I disturbed you? Aye, it's web, right in my face. But they look quite nice, them. Cooking apples, Braeburn. Where shall I go next? I'll show you here. All that needs to go in the skip. These dahlias are still blooming there, very nice. And there's a white one here as well. That's just appeared lately. Lovely. And then one's at the back. This vampire bamboo is romping away, folks. It's never got this tall before. Ow, very nice. What else? What else? Roses. Still blooming. Looking nice. Annie's rose. Still got blooms on. And here are the yellow dahlias. still covered in bees. And these everlasting sweet peas are coming to an end now. But they are nice, they last a while. I obviously left all of these on this year just to collect the seeds. Next year I'll keep sort of nipping them off when the flower's gone, so they'll produce more flowers, just like sweet peas. And that's what they always do. Look at that nice little view. Could be me thumbnail, that, who knows. I'll sign off in the shed in a minute. I just might as well show you the cucumbers and the grapes. This honeysuckle, this was covered in bees before. Covered in flowers, covered in bees. There's probably some birds nesting or something in there as well. There goes me clip on the top of the greenhouse, just to keep that net on. But the cucumbers, like I say, they're not very good this year. One or two. Usually get loads on, but I've got loads of grapes on this year, as you know. They're all starting to ripen up now. And someone asked us, how do I get the grapes to get so big? Just by having a 15-year-old grapevine, I suppose. So I'm still going around just taking the odd few, filling a Tupperware box full, and then taking them home. And that'll carry on for the next couple of months, I should imagine. Right, so that's it, folks. Just one more last look at me hard work. Let's see what happens with these Christmas potatoes, eh? Like I say, everything's had a good watering, so just find out. Spot on. Right, that sun's going behind the cloud there, so I'll go and sign off in the shed. See you in a bit. Oh, right, folks, that's me done. As you can see, I've got the clock going there. 6:15. Let's hear the dongs in a minute. I need to sort out the chime because it doesn't work properly. I need a special screw to go in. Anyway, I'm drifting there. That's it for this episode of Dave's Allotment Garden, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself, so I hope you have too. And as always, thank you for commenting, liking and subscribing, and thank you for watching. It really is appreciated. Like I say, I'm not far from 10,000 subscribers now, and I would love to be able to hit the 10,000 mark before next year. That would be amazing. And the 50% of you who are still watching and who haven't subscribed, please do. It really does help my channel to grow, basically. Thank you very much. I'll leave you on a song, or a couple of songs maybe. I do some Oasis because Oasis are going to do a tour. Great, eh? They're alright, Oasis, I suppose. I wouldn't be going. There's no way I'd pay 120 to 180 pound to go and see a gig. No way, Jose. So good luck to them anyway. And I've heard it's not the full band. It's whatever Noel Gallagher's band's called. It's them with Liam Gallagher. So it's not really Oasis. It's just Noel and Liam Gallagher together. And I bet you they don't come to the town. Bet you they don't come to Newcastle. Last time they come to Newcastle, they got filled in. Because they're soft southern manx, or whatever you want to... What would you call someone who comes from Manchester? I don't know. A mank. Yes, soft southern manx. Liam and Noel. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, folks. I'm just drifting. So, I don't know. I'll play a couple of Oasis songs or something. Who knows? I don't really know many. But I was in a band years ago, and we did play a couple of Oasis songs. In fact, it was we did start the band off because it was going to be an Oasis cover band, and we were going to go down to London and all that, but none of that ever happened. And thank you for all the comments I've had on the last video, the music on the last video. That was the band I was in called Blue Star, B-L-U-S-T-A-R. That's where I get my name from, Blue Star Dave, because I was the bass player in Blue Star, and that was me obviously playing the bass, and we wrote that song. So quite a few people have said they liked it and they couldn't find it. They had the search thing on the phone, couldn't pick it up. That's because it's never been released. It is on YouTube if you want to pinch it, put it on your MP3 player, feel free if you like the song. It's called Filled with Hate by Blue Star. There you go. So I'll leave you on a couple of songs, nicely in tune. This thing called love, I got a chance, can't handle it. This thing called love, it does the bit the better to get ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, it cries like a baby in a bed. Or whatever. That's not even Oasis, man, Dave. Right, Oasis. I've played this one before. Can't remember it. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all that kind of thing. Oh, this is that song. The silence I feel on the ground, I scream every word, there's no sound. And all that, and the rest. If you want to have a listen to it, just go and have a look on my last video, or search for Filled with Hate by Blue Star. It's on my channel, check it out. Right, one more attempt at an Oasis song. This is Some Might Say. Oops. Some might say that earth follows thunder. Go and sell it to the man that cannot shine. Like me Liam Gallagher impression there. Go and say, I've messed it up again, folks. So I'll leave it there. I'm probably talking to myself by now anyway. But if I'm not, thank you for watching, folks. Thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now.